guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is really weird. I always end up like filming the beginning and ending to my videos at the very end so that my face is actually all done up. And so this is actually after I've already filmed the entire video and my camera died on me and the SD card is full. So this is how I'm having to film my opening and closing, so apologies for that. But today I'm doing something a little different. I am doing 50 things that you may not know about me. So throughout this whole look right here of me getting ready, I don't talk about the products that I use, but it will be just listed down below in the description box. But as I'm getting ready, I will be answering 50 different questions that you don't know about me. Alright, so if you want to see how I got this look and you want to know some stuff about me, just keep watching. So let me see, the first question. My full name. My full name is Lindsay Marie Miller. That's, you know, that's it. Number 2, my zodiac sign. My birthday is May 8th, and I am a Taurus. Alright, question 3. 3 fears. I'm, like, afraid of the ocean. Like, not to, like, if I go to the beach, I'll kind of, you know, I'll walk into the ocean and I'll just be, you know, in the water, no problem. But like the ocean, like far out into the ocean, scares me. It scares me to even think about. 2 more fears. I know there's more than that. Oh, I'm afraid of upside down roller coasters. My boyfriend makes fun of me all the time for it, but I don't know, I can't. There's just, they're scary. I'll go on like regular roller coasters, no problem, but it's just like, I don't know, it's the upside down, just like knowing that I'm gonna be going upside down in a machine that was like man-made. It's just like a little sketchy to me. I don't know if this is like genuinely a fear or if it's just something that I like hate, but I'd probably say it's a fear. Let's just be honest. I'm like really freaked out by bugs. Like if a bug comes near me, I instantly just like freak out. Like I can't help it. It's like reactionary. Right, number 4, 3 things that I love. Wait, 3 things? Yeah, 3 things that I love. Obviously my family. I love my family. My sister and my parents. My boyfriend. And my cats. Number 5, the last song I listened to. It was Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. How many tattoos / piercings do I have? So I have 2 tattoos. I have this little guy right here. He's like a little sunshine. And I actually got that one. That was my first tattoo. And I got that one with my mom. We both have the same one. And we got it last year. And the reason why we got a, like a sunshine is because like growing up, that You Are My Sunshine song was always our thing. She would always sing that to me. So it kind of just, I don't know, it kind of just worked. And then this is my other tattoo. I only have 2. And gosh, these are like such weird angles. It says smile and then it has like a little smiley face right here. And I actually saw this tattoo on Pinterest. And that sounds really bad because I saw it on Pinterest and the girl, it literally was right here on her arm. So it's like the same exact placement, same tattoo and everything. But in the picture, the girl was holding a camera. So I'm assuming that she got it because of her like, you know, smile, camera, you know, take a picture type of a thing. But I got mine because I feel like so many things have happened in my family and in my life or whatever. I mean, everybody goes through crap, but like, I feel like I'm one of the ones in my family that have always kind of found a way to just keep a smile on. So this is kind of my little like reminder to just always smile. And then as far as piercings go, they're all, I mean, all I have is just my ear piercing. So I have 2 in this ear and then I have 3 in this ear. Like so many times people have seen that and been like, oh, you're missing an earring, you know, one fell out of that one ear. And I'm like, no, I just have 3 piercings in one ear and 2 in the other. All right, number 7, the reason why I started on YouTube. The reason I started on YouTube is honestly just because I've always loved makeup. Like literally, I remember in 2nd grade, my mom had bought me this little tiny like cheapo tube of like, it was like barely blue. It didn't really come out as blue when you actually like put it on your mouth, but it had all of this like super duper chunky glitter in it. It was just like, it was like Claire's lipstick type of a thing. I remember in my 2nd grade class, my teacher she like saw me with this lipstick and she like stopped me and she questioned me and she was like, Lindsay, are you supposed to have that? And I was like, what do you mean? My mom bought it for me. Like, obviously I'm supposed to have this. I just am gonna go ahead and say that I've loved makeup literally like from day one pretty much. But yeah, the reason I started on YouTube is because my mom and I started watching tutorials a lot together, and we started off with like Nicole Guerrero and Tati Westbrook, and then it just kind of grew into like all these other YouTubers that we found and we were like obsessed with. And I was like, I had wanted to do it for a while, but after a while I was just like, I'm awkward, you know? I'm so incredibly awkward. Like, what would I say on camera? But then, I don't know, I just kind of like decided to go for it one day, and you know, so far it's been pretty fun, so we'll see where it takes me. Ooh, number 8, an unpopular opinion of something. Okay, so an unpopular opinion. I feel like I'm gonna make sports fans upset here, but I don't like sports. I never really have liked sports. I don't like playing sports. I don't like watching sports. It's just kind of something that I've never really got, and I just don't really like. Honestly, like, I don't understand the hype about certain sports. My boyfriend gets so frustrated with me because I just can't watch football. It drives me nuts. But he says like, oh, you know, you just need to learn the rules. I've tried to learn the rules, and they do not want to sink into my brain. It just doesn't, they don't want to be there. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now before I like make anyone mad because I am a sports hater. All right, number 9, my current relationship status. So obviously you guys know I have a boyfriend because I just talked about it. But yeah, I have a boyfriend. His name is Preston, and we've been together, it'll be 4 years next month. This is him. That's Preston, and that's his dog Slade. He's a cutie. Number 10, the meaning behind my URL. So, Little Miss Makeup. I'm awful with names, I really am. So, it was funny, I asked my boyfriend, I texted him and I was like, kind of just, you know, needing suggestions, whatever. And I was like, hey, like, I need a URL for my YouTube, and I can't think of anything. Do you have any ideas? And I kid you not, the first thing that he commented back to me was Little Miss Makeup. And I was like, that's not bad actually. And I got thinking about it, and Little Miss Makeup, that's LMM, that's my initials. So I was like, you know what, this is just, it's meant to be. We're gonna be Little Miss Makeup, and that's just how it's gonna be now. My favorite movie. Oh goodness. Oh, I'm gonna have to think about it. One that I will throw out there that I do love is Rock of Ages. And it's like the one that has like Tom Cruise and Julianne Hough. Is that how you say her name? I don't know how you say her last name. Alec Baldwin and Russell Brand. Oh my goodness, I love that movie. I didn't like Tom Cruise until I saw that movie. Let me just tell you that. Every single time I watch it, I'm like obsessed with the soundtrack, and I try to make my hair like 80s hair for like 2 weeks after I watch it. So, ooh, my favorite band. My favorite band would probably have to be 21 Pilots. To be totally honest, I like a lot of different artists, and I love a lot of different bands and like different types of music. I'm not someone that kind of just solely sticks to one genre of music. I've seen them in concert, and it was like, woo! It was like my favorite concert I think I've ever been to. And I saw them in Charlotte? It was either Charlotte or Raleigh, North Carolina. Number 13, 3 things that upset me. One thing that upsets me is when I get online and I'm like looking at certain people that I love, like any YouTuber or Instagrammer that, you know, is popular, whatever, and I'm like looking down at the comments, and there's so many people just like unreasonably hating on them for no reason at all. Like saying stuff about, you know, their eyebrows or like something not being totally blended all the way. And it's just like, it frustrates me so much. Like, why take the time out of your day to sit here and write hateful words to somebody else when they are not doing anything to you? You know what I mean? What could you be doing with your life rather than sitting here and taking an extra 5 minutes to map out a hateful comment to them to write on their picture when they are doing literally nothing to you? It's something that frustrates me. It upsets me when people try to mess with people that I care about. That's like a big one that upsets me. So like if someone's being nasty to my boyfriend, like it ticks me off, and I don't, you know, or like my mom, she has an Etsy site, and there's just some not nice people sometimes, and that really upsets me, and it makes me want to like rip people's throats out. It upsets me when I buy a piece of makeup that is super hyped and everybody loves it, and then I get it and it doesn't work for me. So like the Rihanna Fenty foundation, that like really upset me because I wanted it to work and everybody like seemed to love it, and then I got it and it just didn't work for me. So that's definitely something that upsets me. Alright, the next one is 3 things that make me happy. I can't answer questions when I'm doing a cut crease. Alright, sorry, that took concentration. I couldn't answer questions when I was doing cut crease. Anyway, 3 things that make me happy. I'm gonna say good food, good makeup, and good times with people that I care about. Those are 3 things that make me happy. Alright, number 15, what I find attractive in other people. I find funniness attractive in other people because, I don't know, if you're like a funny person, I'm gonna 100% feel more comfortable to be around you because I'm like an incredibly socially awkward person. So if you're like funny, it just makes everything more comfortable for me to just like, you know, be cool around you. Alright, number 16, my favorite holiday. See, obviously I love Christmas. Like, obviously that's, you know, a great one. But I also love Halloween. And some people will be like, that's not a holiday, you know, but I don't know. In my head, it's a holiday. And I just love it. It's fun to, you know, go all out and dress up as somebody else for a night, and, you know, it's always a good time. It's one of my nervous habits. Oh boy. Like when I'm feeling like really awkward in like social settings, like just standing there and I'm, you know, just being a weirdo, I'll just like mess with my hands a lot. Like the whole time I'll just be like constantly like messing with my hands, or like look at my nails and pretend like I'm like messing with my nails. It's constantly just like messing with my hands. 3 things that annoy me easily. When my makeup does not cooperate with me. So like if my brows like don't work one day and they're just like being frustrating, that annoys the crap out of me. So bad drivers annoy me, and I feel like that's kind of like a general thing that people, you know, I feel like that's something that we all kind of struggle with, is bad drivers. So like, I don't know, people that like don't turn their blinker on and then just like whip over into my lane. That's incredibly annoying. Okay, this is like a super random one that just came to mind. Something that annoys me is my like local radio station says that they are like, I can't remember like their phrase, but they say that they're like the hit station, or like #1 hit station, and it's frustrating to me because it's not the #1 hit station. It's just like, oh, the current pop station. Like that's what it is, you know? It's not like the hit station. If it was the hit station, it would play things like old hits, you know, from the 80s or the 90s and stuff like that, and today. Not just, you know, the things that have just recently come out. I don't know, that's something that's annoying to me, right? My favorite animal. I always have kind of been a cat person. I don't know what it is, but literally from day one when I was a little kid, I've always been a cat person. Number 20, my pets. If you've been on my channel for any little bit of time, I actually have had both of my cats on my channel. I have 2 cats. One, her name is Izzy, and she's currently sleeping on my bed right behind me because she's lazy. And then I have Binks, and he is just like a little black cat. And he showed up at our house a couple months ago, and we, you know, couldn't find his home. So he's just kind of stuck around. 21, an embarrassing moment. Ooh, how many I've had. At my high school graduation practice, I was wearing heels, and after my graduation practice, I was walking down the, like, we had like these giant stairs in the center of our school, and I was walking down the stairs, just had told my friend that I was so excited that I did not fall on stage, because that would have been like so embarrassing, you know, walking off a stage in front of everybody. It was, you know, it would have been a terribly awkward, scary moment. The moment that I said that, I lost my footing and tripped on the stairs in front of my entire graduating class, because they were all like hanging out in the downstairs. So I didn't fall like at practice, I fell after practice and still in front of my entire class. All right, 22, where I work. Recently, I'm not gonna say the name of the salon just because creeps on the internet, but I started working at a salon near my home. I'm an assistant over there, so what I do basically is like, I'll just assist people with whatever they need. So like if they need hair color or bleach mixed, like I'll go and mix that for them, or I'll throw the towels in the washing machine and sweep up hair off the floor. Just pretty much like anything that they need me to do, I'll be there to help. 23, my future goals. Well, one goal is definitely to eventually make money and get a ring on that finger and get a home, and you know. And then another future goal is I want to own my own like makeup business. I want to be able to market myself as a makeup artist and, you know, actually be able to do makeup on other people. 24, something I fantasize about. Having money, not being broke all the time. 25, my favorite store. Ooh. So the only stores that I ever really go to anymore are like Ross and TJ Maxx. Those are my favorite stores. I just like being able to like find bargains and interesting stuff that you couldn't just find at like an American Eagle. My favorite food. The first thing, I mean, I feel like this is a really stereotypical answer, but pizza is my favorite food. Like pepperoni pizza, that's my absolute favorite. I could probably eat pepperoni pizza for every single meal. 27, something I'm talented at. I feel like makeup. I'm pretty talented at makeup, I think. I think that's like my major thing that I'm good at. Number 28, my favorite blog. I don't really like read blogs or anything, but I will say my favorite like YouTuber. My favorite YouTuber, talked about her a million times on here to the point of where it's probably creepy, but my favorite YouTuber is probably Jamie Genevieve. I just feel like she's very relatable, she's very, you know, down to earth, and I love the chemistry between her and her fiance Jack and her dog Drogba. It's just like so cute and so fun to watch. I was never like somebody that used to just watch vlogs, like I would just watch like makeup tutorials, but her vlogs are so fun to watch, and it's so like, it's so inspiring to me, honestly, being somebody that kind of like wants to get into this YouTube thing and be in this makeup world, and to see where she's come from and then see where she is now. It's like really inspiring, so I like her. All right, 29, one word that describes me. Awkward. I feel like that's the first one that comes to mind when I think of me. People probably think I'm like not a nice person, but honestly I just like to like sit back and listen to people. It's not because I'm like not being a nice person, it's just that like half the time I don't know what to say to people, so I end up just like sitting there and like laughing at what they say, and you know. Number 30, my favorite quote. I don't really know if I have like a favorite quote, but I do have like a favorite saying, and I actually want to get it tattooed eventually, and it's one step at a time. And the reason I like that one so much is because I feel like I'm always so like eager to move on to like the next step and to, you know, get things done and you know, have things in life, but like I always have to remind myself like one step at a time, Lindsay, one step at a time. You can't just like leap in head first and get everything that you want immediately. So all right, 31, my favorite perfume. The one that I always end up coming back to is Midnight Fantasy from Britney Spears. I love Britney Spears. I know a lot of people don't. I don't know why, but there's so many people that are Britney haters, and I've grown up and I've always loved her, and I don't know. This perfume, honestly, like I love like sweet perfumes that kind of smell like candy-ish, like vanilla-y, and this one is just like absolutely so yummy. 32, tea or coffee? coffee. Coffee would probably be my number one favorite, although I do like tea, so. All right, number 33, siblings. Yeah, I have one sibling. I didn't have any siblings for 17 years. So I was an only child, and yeah, it feels kind of weird to suddenly have like a little sister around, but it's kind of awesome. Her name is Emma. She's 4 years old now, and I actually have featured her. She was in my vlog that I posted, and she was in my Miss Argentina Princess Poppy tutorial back for Halloween. So she's a cutie pie. She's a little crazy, but she's a cutie. Alright, 34. Favorite TV shows. Holy, I could go on and on about this one. I have so many different favorite TV shows. When it comes to like entertainment type stuff, I have lots of favorites because there's so many different like good ones out there. I love all of the Netflix original Marvel shows. I think that those are so good. The Punisher was my top favorite, and then Daredevil would probably be like right after that. Oh, Riverdale. Riverdale is such a good show. If you have not seen Riverdale yet, go binge watch it because it is amazing. Season 2 is like insane. Like, I didn't think that they could get much better for like season 2. Like, I was honestly kind of like nervous for season 2 because of how good season 1 was. They have blown season 1 out of the park, in my opinion. And I love how every time that there's like an iconic moment in the show, Imagine Dragons plays. Alright, number 35. If I could only use 3 makeup products for a month, what would they be? This question is from Lois, my friend that watches all my videos. So, man, 3 products. This is hard. This is a hard one, Lois. What the heck? Why would you give me this question? Definitely my Anastasia brow definer, because I can't go without my eyebrows. Probably my Maybelline Mega Plush mascara, because having my lashes dark to go with my brows probably a good idea. Maybe like my Tarte Shape Tape, because then I could at least cover up like certain imperfections. So Maybelline Mega Plush mascara, Anastasia brow definer, and my Tarte Shape Tape. Those would be the 3. Alright, number 36. Philosophy in life. My whole thing that I try to keep to is like, everything happens for a reason. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know, who knows, but in my head everything happens for a reason. There's a point behind everything, so if I can kind of tell myself that, it'll kind of like make me not as upset about certain things. So like if I apply to a job or something like that and I don't end up getting it, I'll just say, well, there's a reason that I didn't get that job. You know, maybe the management would have been like really bad to try to work with, or maybe the pay wouldn't have been as good as I, you know, would like for it to be. So I don't know, I feel like things get a little bit easier if you just kind of say that there's, you know, a reason for why it happened, and, you know, it kind of makes things a little bit easier. Alright, number 37. One thing I would change about myself. Back to the awkwardness thing. I could definitely, that would be like the number 1 thing, is to just kind of, you know, not really care about what people think too much. You know, a huge part of me doesn't really care what people think. So like if I roll up and I have like crazy bright blue eyeshadow and I like it, then I don't give a crap if anybody doesn't like it. That's just kind of me. But my thing is like, I worry too much about what people think about what I'm saying. So if I say something and like someone doesn't respond the way that I would think that they would respond like immediately, I instantly regret saying it. I'm like, oh god, I shouldn't have said that. Number 38. What's the dumbest thing I've ever done? Back in like at the end of high school into like right after I graduated, there was this guy that I had been dating, and he was, now that you know those guys that you date that it's like you don't notice in the moment that they're like a total piece of crap, and then afterwards, after you're done with them, it's like, wow, why did I ever go there ever? So there was this guy that, you know, I was with, and he was like an army dude, and he like flirted with other girls in front of me, and I don't know why I put up with it, to be quite honest with you. But I had broken up with him because like he was getting ready to go to his like army like boot camp type thing, whatever, and there was just like not enough communication. Like I'm the type of person, like I need to communicate with you to be with you. So I told him, I was like, there's not enough communication, like I'm sorry, you know, can't do this. and we ended up getting back together at some point because whatever. And he, like, we wrote back and forth a few times, like from his army boot camp, whatever, and he had invited me to his like army graduation type thing. So I was like, whatever, okay. And it was down in North Carolina, so I wasn't gonna go, and then for some reason my brain was like, all right, let's go, let's do it. And it was, if you know what beach week is, it's when you're a senior and right after you graduate, pretty much like everybody in your class, they separate into like their own little friend groups and you just go to the beach for like a week, and it's fun. It's like the, like, oh, we're done with high school, let's just go be crazy people. And this guy's army graduation was, I kid you not, probably 2 days after I was supposed to get back from beach week. So I decided to go for some reason. My mom was 7 months pregnant with my little sister at the time, and she went with me, and so did my dad, which I, you know, now I look back and I feel terrible about because it was an awful decision and shouldn't have even had drawn my mom out there, you know, that pregnant. Went down there, sat through his whole freaking graduation bullcrap thing, and I was supposed to meet up with him afterwards. Well, afterwards, I'm sitting there like standing in the crowd of people that are sitting there like waiting for their family members to come meet with them, and I couldn't find him anywhere. Literally was searching everywhere, couldn't find him, tried texting him, asking him, hey, like, where the heck are you? You know, where are you? You invited me, I'm here, where are you? And he never responded. And I kept texting him because I'm like, this is bullcrap. I just drove all the way down here with my 7-month pregnant mother. Like, where are you? And he ended up texting me back and was like, I just don't think this is gonna work out between us. I'm not ready for this commitment in my life. And literally I just started laughing because I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I am so dumb to have driven all the way down here with my pregnant mother who's like about to have this baby in 2 months, and to get down here just to be broken up with and to immediately have to drive home. So that was probably the dumbest thing that I have ever done. All right, number 39, how tall am I? I'm around 5'7", 5'8". I'm like a pretty tall person. All right, number 40, how old are you? When's your birthday? I already said my birthday is May 8th, and I am 22. Ooh, 41, DC or Marvel? And favorite superhero overall? That is like an incredibly difficult question for me. I think if I had to choose, I would probably lean more towards DC, just because one, I love Wonder Woman, she's crazy awesome, but also I just like the movies that come out. Obviously, like, I love the Avengers movies and all of that, but I like the kind of like dark tone that comes with DC movies. My favorite superhero overall, I'd probably still go with Wonder Woman just because I think she's awesome. All right, number 42, what superpower would I have? I think, okay, this is, I like so many different superpowers, and I think it would be really cool to have like so many different ones, but I think it would be kind of cool. I want to say that there was a guy on The Flash, like an episode of The Flash, that had this superpower that he could like touch other superheroes and like gain that power. That's kind of what I would want, because then I could like do anything that I want. I could just be like, hey, I want to run fast, I'll touch the Flash, now I can run fast. You know. 43, what would you sing at karaoke night? Oh good lord. First of all, I wouldn't sing at karaoke night because I don't think anyone would want that. I feel like if I had to, I would want to sing Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen, just because I know like every word to that song and it's my jam. 44, like or dislike surprises? I love good surprises. If it's a bad surprise, obviously no one likes bad surprises, but I love surprises. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a surprise for me. If I know somebody else is about to be surprised, I am totally down with it. Like, I absolutely love surprises. 45, favorite wild animal? Probably any like large cat of some type. I love like tigers or lions or like panthers. I just think they're all like so oh my gosh, my favorite animal was a cat, and now my favorite wild animal is a wild cat. 46, favorite foreign food? Probably just like Mexican food, like in general. I'm a big Mexican food fan. All right, 47, favorite childhood memory? One memory that probably would stand out to me as my favorite is like throughout my really young childhood, like first grade, third grade, whatever, my mom would randomly like check me out of school, and she would take me to the mall and we would get pretzel dogs together. That was just like our thing. And so I guess like any time that my mom would just like randomly check me out of school, because that was like always like the fun, like the most fun thing in school was when, you know, they would say like over the loudspeaker in your classroom like, oh, so and so needs to go to the office to check out, and everybody would be so jealous because that one person got to leave early. There was this one time where my mom had checked me out of school and my poppy was in town with her. I think it was just my poppy, I don't think my Nana was here. But they took me to look at like cats, and God, I sound like such a cat lady, but whatever. They took me to look at like kittens and stuff at one of the like local pounds, and I was looking and there was this one cat that like as soon as I walked by him, he like shoved his whole like paw outside of the cage, and I was like, Bob, I want this cat so bad, can I have him? And da 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 da. And apparently I don't really remember this, but my mom told me that apparently like all the way to my car I was like, Mom, I just really want that cat, please can I have that cat, da 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 da. And the whole time my mom was carrying a cat carrier with the cat inside of it, and I didn't even notice. And she was like, Lindsay, do you realize that we were at the car right now with the cat? Like, you got the cat. 48, where have I traveled? My family is kind of all over the place, so those are like the main places that I've traveled. So I've been to Illinois, New York is mainly where my family is at. I've been to Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, West Virginia, Tennessee, a really long time ago, I don't remember that. 49. Oh wait, yeah, 49. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? Ooh, there is one thing that stands out to me, and it was my uncle. He owns this cabin. It's like this big old cabin, and it's kind of like in the country. It's like in this field, and to get to it, the driveway is very thin, and it like goes down and around and then back up. And there was this one time, like my family, we would go out there to help them like build the cabin. And there was one time that we went out there and it was really, really icy. And we were driving down the driveway, and like right when you get to the bottom and it starts to go back up, it was like incredibly, incredibly slippery there. And we were in our truck, and the truck ended up slipping over top, like over the like drop off right next to it. And the only thing that stopped our truck from like rolling and potentially like flipping was the fact that there was this giant rock. I just remember being in the truck and my parents were like grabbing me and pushing me out the side of the door, and I was like freaking out, and I was like, no, we can't die right here, like this can't happen. And yeah, we ended up getting out. And yeah, the only thing that ended up happening, like literally our truck was like teetering on this rock. And so that was probably the scariest thing that happened, because I legitimately thought that our truck was going to flip. All right, question 50, guys, we made it. Do you have any weird phobias? The ocean would probably be my one phobia. And just thinking about the ocean and whales freak me out. They're so big, and they're just like in the water, like in the dark, deep water, and it's just, ugh. Like the ocean just freaks me out just thinking about like how many things are in there that we probably don't even know about, and it's just unsettling to me. So that's like my one phobia. Alright guys, so my camera battery just died and my SD card is completely full, so my camera is mad at me, and so I have to finish my video, so... Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. As always, the products that I used, I know I didn't talk about them in this video, but they will be listed down below. I hope you'll have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!